Do you feel the vibes?
Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be going over the vendor rules, your stat rules, and the weapon rules for this week. But before we start today's video, I want to remind you guys of something. Remember guys, we are giving away a fidget spinner at 1,000 subs, so remember to share with your friends and make sure you guys hit that sub button, because when we reach 1,000 subs I'm going to be giving away this black fidget spinner and this white one. Okay, so now let's get into this video guys. So first we're going to start with Future War Cult. Now I gotta say, the weapon rolls this week, a lot of them are stunning, especially if you like Palindrome. So Future War Cult has a few good weapons today. Let's start off with the Wormwood roll. We have a reactive reload, cascade, armor piercing rounds, sidearm. You can also run quick draw and fitted stock. We're looking at a near max stability sidearm that can be pulled out at lightning speeds and has reactive reload. If you guys like sidearms, definitely pick this one up. I know I'm going to. Next, the next good weapon that Future War Cult brought is the Waltz. If you like your high rate of fire pulse rifles, here's a glass half full perfect balance high caliber rounds roll for you. The scopes are meh in my opinion, but that can be worked around with this kind of a roll. Last but not least, we have the Whale. This is a Firefly triple tap explosive rounds roll. We're basically looking at a Fatebringer with Future War Cult logos all over it. That's what that roll is. So next guys, we have the Vanguard Quartermaster over here. The Vanguard Quartermaster brought yet again a God Roll Parthian shot with Headseeker, Perfect Balance, and Outlaw. You can also swap it in for a Feeding Frenzy or Feathered Mag if you really want to reload that fast. Came with Red Dot, my favorite scope in the game, Sure Shot, and OEG Rifle Scope. Another good weapon from the Vanguard Quartermaster is the 7th Census from this week. You have an explosive rounds triple tap Firefly roll. It also has some decent scopes on it. This is a very good PvE roll. I wouldn't recommend it for PvP, as you would want more perks that proc when you get single kills instead of triple kills. That's all the good things that the Vanguard brought. So now over to Dead Orbit. Dead Orbit brought a couple good things. First of all, we got a good sniper for PvE and PvP. You can swap in between quick draw and explosive rounds, hidden hand, triple tap, and hammer forged. You have ambush scope, very good for PvP if you're going to roll quick draw and hammer forged with hidden hand. Also, if you want that triple tap, you can have a good one for strikes, raids, stuff like that. Then we have the Keystone this week. The Keystone ran with triple tap, Zen Moment, and high cal rounds. If you want a good scout rifle, here's one for you. I'm not a big fan of the scopes that are on it, but that can again be worked around if you want a really good scout. Also, the last but not least good thing that Dead Orbit brought this week is the hidden hand small bore, flared magwell, and quick draw roll on the external file. For some reason, the small bore is bugged on this weapon and causes the mag size to go up instead of down. This can be highly useful for everyone who likes those high rate of fire auto rifles. So next, I'm going to head on over to the Crucible Quartermaster, who has a God Roll Palindrome. I don't think he's ever sold one this good, guys. Like, I picked it up and scrapped the one that he brought 2 weeks ago. It's literally that good. This roll, if you don't have a good palindrome, pick it up. Even if you do have a good palindrome. I think we're going to see this roll all over the place in the Crucible, and I can do nothing but rave about it with how good it is. So now I'm going to show it to you guys. The Crucible Quartermaster brought a Luck in the Chamber, Rifled Barrel, and Icarus roll. Also, it has Hot Swap if you're not a big fan of Icarus, and he brought it with True Sight or explosive rounds. This is a literal God roll, guys. If you don't have this, pick it up. You won't regret it. He also brought nothing too decent for any other weapon. The party favor might be worth looking at if that's your type of rate of fire and impact archetype, because he brought Head Seeker. You can have max stability here, or max reload, and you got partial refund and secret round. Not a big fan of this role. Some people are.
See ya.
So last but not least, we're going to head over to New Monarchy, take a look at their weapons, and then we'll go over the stat rolls on all the armor for all the vendors this week. So New Monarchy didn't really bring anything too good. I mean, there's a couple good rolls on the things, but the only thing I would 100% recommend buying this week would definitely have to be the Palindrome and the Wormwood. Those would be the top two weapons. And for the third spot on that list, I would have to go with this sniper right here, the Deposition. I personally like that it has Firefly, Clown Cartridge, and explosive rounds. It also has long view. This can be a very, very fun weapon for PvE especially, because you have your explosive rounds here and your Firefly. If those proc together, you're going to have some nice explosions. And with Clown Cartridge, you can have a chance to have a mag of 5. It's a very fun weapon to play around with. Also, the Assembly 2 roll this week is a fun one. Rangefinder, perfect balance, and high caliber rounds. You can shred through people with this thing and have lots of fun in the Crucible. Last but not least, let's take a look at the Free Will. We got a Firefly, perfect balance, explosive rounds roll. Again, another Fatebringer. There are very good hand cannons this week, guys. If you don't have a good hand cannon, I'd recommend picking one of these 3 up. So, now I'm going to go on to the stat rolls on the armor. Okay guys, here we're on Destiny Item Manager, looking at the stat rolls that all the vendors have on their armor. So as we can see, the Vanguard Scout, which is Shiro 4, he doesn't have very good rolls this week. The Titan Vanguard does, however, have a 100% Tower Watch shell roll right here. So if you have a Titan who's at least rank 2, go pick that up. If you want a 100% Ghost shell, this one is Intellect Strength 100% roll. Hunter Vanguard is not having very good rolls as far as stats go. Same with the Warlock Vanguard, as you can see. If we come down to Eris Morn, again, she usually never has any good rolls, so I would never expect it from her. But House of Judgment has a 98% cloak right here, which is Intellect Strength. The Future War Cult has no 100% stuff at all, as you can see there. There's a 97%. That's the highest Future War Cult has this week. Next, we're looking at Dead Orbit. Dead Orbit has no 100% rolls. Kind of lacking this week on the rolls. But as you guys saw earlier, the weapons, those rolls are really good. But the stat rolls on the armor this week is lacking. The Warlock Bond for New Monarchy is a 98% with Intellect Strength. And the chest piece for Hunters for New Monarchy is Intellect Strength. Again, 98%. The Ghost Shell for New Monarchy this week is a 25 Intellect, 25 Strength roll, which is a 100% roll right there. Then if we keep going down, we have a couple 96 rolls from the Crucible Handler. And last but not least, Tyrokarn at the Iron Temple is selling a 104% roll on the Memory of Silumar. This is a 36 Intellect, 43 Discipline roll. So if you want a good Memory of Silumar, pick that up. However, the other 2 rolls are really cruddy this week. So remember guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave a like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And let me know down in the comments anything you'd like to tell me. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.